What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of my Path to Power. Thank you guys for the support on the career mode video already today, and I also want to apologize for the previous Path to Power. It came off not the way I intended it to come off. Some of you guys liked it and thought it was funny, and I think that there were parts that were funny, but overall, the guy was he just had such a nasty way of talking that I really don't think that it was a good representation of what I want Path to Power to be, so I do apologize for that. But we're on to making a new squad now, and I'm doing what I would call speed building, and that is buying a team in essentially 20 minutes. I think this team actually only took me 12 minutes to make because once I conceptualized it, they were very, very cheap for the most part. Falcao is the most expensive player in this side. And so we've got Falcao and Arda Turan, and Arda Turan is one of those players that I've loved in many of FIFAs for a very, very long time. Now they've made him an attacking mid this year, which I was kind of bummed about because I really liked him playing in that left mid spot for me last year and the left mid spot for me the year before, or left wing for me the year before that. And so I didn't know what to think about an attacking mid, but I thought, hey, if I play a 4-2-2 formation, then I'll actually still be able to use him on the wing and all should be well. We pick up João Pereira to play our right back spot because I really wasn't sure I didn't want to pay for Dani Alves in a Liga BBVA right back. Other than that, I was kind of out in the cold as far as who I wanted to pick up. We went back and we got Marco Reus, 20,000 coins for him, the Bundesliga Wunderkind. He is going to slot in nicely at the striker spot next to Falcao, and that makes for quite a sugar and spice tandem up top, as Falcao El Tigre is a beastly player. Marco Reus is very, very quick, very, very clever. They both have exceptional finishing abilities. We're going to play Falcao on the right side, and that's because Falcao has a 5-star weak foot, and that is something to really marvel at in this year's FIFA, or something to not take for granted in this year's FIFA. And basically, why I say that is because you literally this year have the ability to shoot with either foot like it is nothing, and the shots do just about the exact same thing when you're at least in and around the box area. This didn't always feel the same way to me in past FIFAs. You know, I'd have, even on my Virtual Pro, I'd have 5-star weak foot in previous FIFAs, and I think I'm still going to try to work this onto my right foot or my strong foot. Same thing with some of the other players that have had 5-star weak foot in the past. I'd still try to get it on their preferred foot because I felt like it was still just a little bit better. But 5-star weak foot this year, you essentially have full use and full capability. Went out and picked up Felipe, the Flamengo informed Brazilian goalkeeper, because we're going to be using Miranda and Felipe Santana as our two center backs, and so any Brazilian will slot in nicely. And I wanted to give an informed Liga do Brazil keeper a shot and maybe report back to you guys and say, yeah, you know what, this guy is actually worth a shot, worth a pickup. We pick up Gabi to play center mid originally. That's who I thought we were going to go with, but then I went back and looked, and Emre is Turkish as well, and he plays for, I think he just moved over from Galatasaray to Atletico Madrid this year, and he's Turkish as well, so we decided to pick him up. He's 81 rated overall, 75 shot, 83 passing, very good all-around player. It's too bad that Nuri Sahin isn't still in the BBVA because he would have worked wonderfully with this squad, but Emre will just have to do. Not stellar defending from Gundogan and Emre, but that's okay. If I set the team to defensive, they should still sit back far enough to kind of just get in the way of passes and break up play trying to come through the back four, and then going forward, they should be able to ping passes around and pick some exceptional passes to my strikers, to my attacking mids out wide. We've got Mario Götze on the left as he fits in nicely with Marco Reus, and I really wasn't sure if there was a better option. It helps to have, I think I just need a German to give Reus 9 chemistry, or a German from the Bundesliga to give him 9 chemistry, but Mario Götze obviously does that, and he's probably the best attacking mid option in the Bundesliga as far as I am concerned. So on we went into our first match with this team. We are in the Gold Cup, and I think we're in the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup. I've played one match in a previous episode. I also have been thinking about this. I need to get a new badge. It's time. I've changed the kits, and it's time for a new badge. So if you have any suggestions of cool badges that I might not have thought of before, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. This guy's got a fairly standard, somewhat average 4-3-2-1 Bundesliga team, but that is just sloppy defending for me. I did not cover the near post. I thought for whatever reason he tried to spin back inside, and I guessed, and you do not need to be guessing around the top of your 18-yard box. So I'm down 1-0. He manages to launch another back into the box. We clear it out, and we clear that or block that second shot, and then the third time he gets a deflection and it bangs into the back of the net with Diego. I'm down 2-0 at this point, and I was so frustrated. I wasn't playing poorly though, and I knew that, and I've had chances, I just hadn't put them away. My finishing can be debatable at best from time to time, but just before halftime here, we're able to play Falcao on a simple LBA 1-2 through ball over the top, but what a tackle from Felipe Santana, his time, but he manages to foul me anyways. A little bit lucky there to pick up a penalty, and we're going to count out the 1-1000, 2-1000. Falcao's got 91 penalties, so I should have no issue banging this in over to the right side. I thought he might think that I would go down the middle, so I went over to the right, which isn't normal for me. Usually I go over to the left or up straight down the middle, but I'm trying to start to throw a little bit of variation, because now I've come up against some people that have seen my videos and are like, oh yeah, Japes, he's gonna go for that top net, and I gotta throw it in to make it a little bit different and keep the people that I'm playing on their toes. But a wonderful little bit of work from Mario Götze. Get inside, get free here, end up having to lay it back, and I'd rather just retain possession around their box area. And you know what, the 4-2-2 is amazing for keeping hold of possession in and around your opponent's box, and that's largely due to the fact, I think, that you have two holding mids that sit a bit outside the box, and so it's really easy to work it from one side to the other, and I very, very much enjoy that. When I was at the EA event in Guildford earlier in September, I found that the 4-2-2 was one of my favorite formations to play in the game, and that's because I was really able to control possession and kind of boss the way I wanted the game to be played. So I'm hoping that that formation will feel the same for Ultimate Team, but with Ultimate Team, everything's just so much quicker, as you guys know, and so I definitely found it a little bit different than it would have been in the head-to-head game mode, as we are in again with Falcao playing it in on through. Nice little roulette to spin free. His right back blocks it, but Mario gets it there to clean up and get us back into the lead, 3-2 now in the 55th minute, and I thought we were cruising away, smooth sailing, 3 goals unanswered. He is never going to put another one into the back of the net. He manages to take a shot here. We block it, but oh my gosh, deflection right to Mario Mandzukic, the new Bayern hitman, and he scores a goal again to bring it back level, 3-3 in the 57th minute. I was bummed, I was furious, but Tat Bata, I would not be denied, and it's Mario Götze laying a wonderful ball across to Falcao. Clean, tidy, and clinical finish there from the Colombian that I think Atletico paid $40 million for once they sold Aguero. I think that's now 2 years ago, but that's just a little fun fact. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this episode of Pat's Power, like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, I will have another one up of Pat's Power at least today. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.